what's important is this. We've established that the brain, when we think negative things, produces neurochemicals that make us feel negative, if you like, anxious or frustrated or scared or whatever. But it's really important to recognize and understand, and it works the other way around as well, that when we think positive, constructive, hopeful thoughts about things, we produce different neurochemicals, yes? And so there's something that I want to try now. And listening to this wherever you are, I want you to try it now as well. Now, is there something, you don't need to tell me what it is, people in the room, is there something in your life that you can remember that only has positive connotations, that only has positive memories? Some moment in your life that you felt proud, or you were really happy, or just it was a brilliant moment. You don't have to tell me what it is, but can you think of something? Can you remember anything where it was just a great moment that you were really pleased with, or proud about, or was fun, or...
Not on the spot, I can't, not without negative back
links.
thoughts. Yeah.
So you can't think about anything that hasn't got a negative connotation?
I can think of positive stuff, but then I think about the negatives that surround that positive. I can't think of anything that's completely positive in my head.
Okay.
Not at the moment.
So, okay, this is really interesting. So, two people in the room, and neither person can actually think about something. Which is really interesting, isn't it? We can't think about one event in our life that has just got positive connotations with it. Okay, so let's try this then. I want you to try and imagine something. So imagine you don't have to tell me what it is, but can you even imagine a situation that may not yet have happened, that may never have happened, it could be made up, but that you think, oh God, if that happened, oh wow, that would be amazing. So something that's only positive. Can you come up with something? It could be a relationship thing, or a work thing, or a sport thing, or an achievement thing, or anything. Doesn't matter what it is. Can you think of something?
No, not really. I'm being honest, I can't.
No, it's okay. No, it's good to be honest. Okay.
Not that's completely positive, because I still get the negative surrounding.
So you couldn't even make something up that was
No.
positive. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll come back to this at a later point when we've managed to change our neurochemicals a bit. So, but this is really interesting because it shows how much control the monkey's got. It shows how much we're negatively focused, that we can't either remember one event in our lives that didn't have any negative connotations, or can't even make one up.
Can you?
Well, I was thinking about relationship and getting married.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking there was a couple of negatives, like, well, what if?
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll come back to this, so we'll put a pin in it now, but we'll come back to this, and we'll do this at another time. But it's just proving the point of how entrained we are into this negative thought pattern, and how much, therefore, effort we're going to need, how much application we're going to need to start changing this around. Because it's only by changing how we think about something that we can change these neurochemicals, and for that then to become a habit over time. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so it doesn't matter, we'll come back to that on a different time. Okay?
Sorry, Graham.
No, you don't need to apologise. But just to round off and remember, though, that when we think about something in a positive or creative or constructive way, we're actually empowering ourselves. And so a simple way of looking at it is, if we say, I can do this, if you say to yourself, right, here's a situation, I can do this. How does that feel in your body? If you say that to yourself, I can do this.
I did this at work this week. I was given a task by my line manager, and I was asked to do something, and I was like, my first initial thing was, oh, how the hell am I going to do this?
Mm-hmm.
I stopped, and I just took a deep breath. I can do this, and I managed to get through it, and I was so happy that I managed to do it on my own.
That's brilliant.
I didn't require any help. I figured it out myself. It stressed me out at the time because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't want to do it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But the sense of achievement afterwards was...
That's brilliant. So the turning point was when you said to yourself, you can do this.
Yes.
So if you'd have said to yourself, I can't do this...
Which I quite often do with a certain class, when they're really playing up and I don't know what to do. I just stand there thinking, I can't do this. I want to walk out the classroom.
Yeah.
I don't walk out, but I'm like, I can't do this. Like,
So
what am I going to do?
Those thoughts
I'm
again,
lost.
these are what I want you to start noticing and practicing with, because is that thought empowering? Is that going to help me do this? If I'm saying I can't do this, then the chances are I'm not going to be able to do this. Whereas if I say I can find a way through this, I can do this, I can give this my best shot, I can do this, then it changes our possibilities. It opens us up to possibilities. The moment that we say I can't do this, it shuts down all possibilities. We can't do it. Our brain isn't looking creatively for solutions. But when we say, no, I've got this, I can do this, even if we don't really know how we're going to do it, yes, then we can find a way of doing it. Yes? So start to look at this. Start to, if you're coming up against an edge, if you're coming up against something that's challenging, and you notice yourself starting to think, I can't do this, this is where you've got to take responsibility and discipline, change your mindset and say, no, I can do this. I don't know how yet, but I know that I can do this. I'm going to find a way to do this. I can do this. Because as humans, one of the things that we're great at is overcoming challenges. That's how humans have done what they've done. Okay, let's not talk too much about what humans have done, because lots of it at the moment isn't that good. But we've been great at achieving things, building things, creating things, because of people saying, no, I can do this. I can climb this mountain. I can do this thing. Yes? And so we can do that, but we have to empower ourselves by giving ourselves that and saying, right, no, I can do this. Mm. And so we've got to start thinking more that way. Yes?
Yes.
Makes sense?